All right, we're live.
That's great.
Yeah, we're here.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Next week it'll be a pre-Halloween episode.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, day
It'll be the
before.
30th, yeah. Day before. What are you doing for Halloween this year?
Working as usual. Month end
Cool.
stuff, so probably very busily for about 48 hours. Just, that's the way it
Uh,
goes.
th- yeah, that sucks.
Eh, it is what it is. Once a month isn't that bad.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
not 48 hours straight. I just mean busy for 48 hours.
Right. Right. Well, what's new with you? What you been up to this last week since we spoke?
I did something to pull a muscle in my lower back, and it
Oh,
has
I was hoping
been
this would be something cool.
making it very hard to sleep. So I've been exhausted this week. It's been really crappy.
This just in, Paul's an old man.
That's pretty much it. No, pretty crappy. I bought this. This is, do you know the angry video game nerd wrote a book called
I mean, not
Gnome Cave?
personally, but I didn't
Yeah.
know of him.
So I started reading that actually tonight, right before we went live. I'm
You're
about
you're like a mega fan. You're a
yeah. Mm-hmm.
what are angry video game nerd fans called? What's the shorthand that they've cooked up over there?
I don't
Angie
I don't know.
boys?
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't
Okay.
actually even watch the videos much anymore, but like that dude kind of has like a special place for me growing up or whatever. Like one of the first to kind of do
It's
content I like online.
nostalgic.
Yeah, exactly. So I just needed to see how that dude writes a book, and the answer is so far pretty amateurishly, but it's okay. It's not bad.
Mm, mm,
He's not
okay.
a writer, so like whatever, it's fine.
Any kind of sense of like the audience he was aiming for? Like, is it a kid's book kind of thing, or like is it anyone?
It's such a shitty thing to say, but it's fans that will spend money because he wrote a book. Like that,
No,
that's
I
the
mean
idea.
I'm sure that's the case, but they're still probably like just based on like the language and the subject matter at a like age that you
The
would be
sub
going for.
the subject matter definitely feels more young adult or like adult because it is a horror book, but it is written like a young adult book. So like a 13
Okay.
year old, like it would be easy. You could give this to like a 13-year-old and it would be an easy read. So that's mine.
Is it like a Goosebumps kind of level?
I would say, you know what? Pretty similarly. Like for
Okay.
example, it does the things of like I think at one point he describes something like the like Munchkin Land from Wizard of Oz. Like it's making references to stuff rather than just like describe it with purpose so that you like
Okay.
can picture
And
it.
then there's the part where if you take a picture of somebody, it takes their soul, and because it's say cheese and die.
Yeah, that that one has a good cover. That's a good cover.
Honestly, I remember more covers than I do like any plots. And
That's fair.
the one that's in my head the most, other than say cheese and die, because I think that's just one's pretty famous, is there's this because there was a series of like choose your own adventure style ones that I was
Yep.
pretty into.
Yep.
And there was one that I had with an alligator on the front, and it was
Yep.
all like holographic. And
Yep.
and I don't remember anything about that book. I think it was at a carnival.
It was
That
like at
other
a
than that,
carnival or zoo or something because it was biting its way out of a cage on the front cover.
I don't even remember that part. I just remember there's an
Yeah.
alligator. I could not tell you anything about that book. Like, I'm trying to think of what else Goosebumps related could I even tell you about, like any plots whatsoever. I'm just trying to think of even just like objects or animals I know of, and because there has to probably be a Goosebumps about it. Is there one involving
Oh.
squirrels? There must be,
Um
right? There's no way there's not a Goosebumps with squirrels in it.
I don't think specifically, but if you want to go the animal route, there's one that's literally called like My Life as a Bee or something, and there's like the cover is a kid's
No,
head on like a
you're
bee, a
thinking of
bumblebee.
Animorphs, and yes, I did read that one.
I'm not weirdly.
Well, I'm kind
I'm
of always thinking of Animorphs.
That's fair.
Um,
Animorphs was a good series. I read all those. Well,
Animorphs
not
got.
all of them.
I never finished it, but I remember a few months back, maybe a year back, someone there was like a podcast or something was talking about it that made me think about it, and I was like,
Okay.
what happened? And it gets like crazy dark at the end.
A
Like
lot of those
characters
kids
start
and
dying.
people fucking die. Like just straight
Yeah,
up
like near the end, a bunch of them like straight up just die.
have PTSD and like like they're messed up. There's a intergalactic war, I guess, stuff happens.
There is definitely a juxtaposition between look at these goofy ass covers of a kid turning into a cheetah, and then like drone mind warfare going on.
Yeah.
You know what I think actually brought this up was I think I saw like a Twitter thread where it was either the person who created them or someone was talking about the person who created all the covers. It was kind of like just like here's some like facts about making these covers and like the conceptual part of these covers and stuff, which was pretty interesting because those covers are iconic.
Yeah, for sure. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Animorphs are cool. This book's okay so far. I don't think I would recommend it to anybody yet, but I'm only like 3 chapters in, so we'll see.
Okay. I see you sprung for the hardcover.
I did.
Yeah. Saved up for it?
Yeah,
or is it one of those scenarios where that's the only version? It just comes out as a hardcover and then like...
No, in fact, if I had gone with the like normal soft cover, I would have gotten it
paperback
on Prime the next day. This took a week because I'm guessing they had to print it.
But you were like, I gotta support my guy.
No, I just like hardcover more.
That's a fellow Angie boy.
That's literally, yeah, fellow Angie. It's funny too because there's an Angry Video Game Nerd game, another game that came out recently that I was gonna play like today, I think, or yesterday.
I think I got a press release. It's like 8-bit or something.
Yeah, so it looks interesting because I know that they recorded like FMV sequences for stuff in it, and like that's the stuff I'm kind of interested in. The rest of it just kind of looks like a Mega Man knockoff, which is also fine, but weirdly from what I've seen, the original AVGN game had like references to the YouTube series and like little memes and stuff. Like you could tell that's an Angry Video Game Nerd product. This just seems like a Mega Man clone that they threw the name on and put the sprite in, so like a little lazier that way maybe. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe next week I'll talk about that if I play it this weekend.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games out though. I don't know if you're gonna have time to play.
Day was bad.
Angry Video Game.
There was 3 or 4 that came out. So today was one of the games that we'll talk about in a second that I played. Came out. Yeah. Tormented Souls 2, which I am playing this weekend. Angry Video Game Nerd game that I was just talking about, and there's something else that I don't even remember that I wanted to pick up. It's been like this.
I feel like we're past like the big wave, and now there is still some like important games coming out. Like obviously we still have Call of Duty, which nothing stops, and we can't say the season's over until Call of Duty's out basically. But I feel like we're past like the mega wave of it.
Agreed.
Things are kind of like trickling a bit.
There's just pockets now.
But yeah, this last week, and I kind of leading into next week because one of the games I was playing does fully come out next week.
And Dispatch was the other one. Sorry.
Yeah, I just was looking at Dispatch. I thought that was a Game Pass title, but I guess it's not.
No, and I think it's episodic. I heard too.
Okay, I am curious because I do like that style of games quite a bit. So
yeah,
I'm gonna look into that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're already kind of in there, so why don't we just keep talking about video games? Because this is the Top Down Perspective for October 23rd. I'm Sean Booker.
I'm Paul Fleck.
Claire might be joining us later. Cross your fingers, I guess. I don't actually really know. So
yeah.
But Paul, what have you been playing?
So the game I was alluding to is Power Wash Sim 2. Came out today, so I've been playing that a little bit earlier, and yeah, that's more of that game, and I like that game a lot, so it was an easy buy. Some of the things that they have added that I think are cool are they added the like, oh my god, I don't know what they're called. Have you like seen Power Wash videos or any of that stuff where they have the like?
I played some of the first one.
No, I'm talking about like in real life. They have the
I've
Like,
absolutely not watched power washing videos.
no?
I,
Okay.
I don't know what about me made you think I had, but please let me know because I want to kind of remove that from the vibes I'm giving off.
I think it's the flannel, yeah, that you're always wearing or something. The beanies. Uh, there's like a circular, like, almost looks like a power buffer, but like that just sprays a bunch of water that they use to clean like large areas like driveways or paths or something like that. They've added that to this game, so you can like.
Are you telling me like you knew about this product beforehand and you were
Yeah,
like, "Oh, sweet, they finally added
yeah.
this
It's a
this
great,
tool."
it's a great
Okay,
mechanic
wow,
because
all
I don't
right.
know if
So
you
you're like
remember,
deep.
spraying the ground sucks. So this is a like quick way to spray like giant areas of ground. It's pretty good.
Okay,
Right.
all right. No, I don't remember. I played
Uh
like 2 levels maybe.
oh, okay. Um what else did they add? They added a scissor lift, which is great because sometimes the ladders didn't get you up far enough or like convenient enough, and the giant scaffolding would like be way too like crappy to try to position in a tight area and you need to get to a specific height. Now you can just do that in this with the scissor lift, which is great. There is a hub that you can buy. This is kind of fun actually. There's a hub that you can like buy
As opposed to
furniture
the rest of
with
this.
in the
Okay.
in with the in-game currency. And all of that furniture is dirty, so I don't know why you're buying dirty furniture, but you
Can you
clean
clean? Can you
it.
clean it?
Yeah,
Okay, well
that's
that's
the point.
clearly it's like here's more stuff to clean. This is
Yeah,
what you want, you
yeah.
pig.
It's just
Yeah.
so weird that you're like buying from a shop just like this mud encrusted crap, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's more Power Wash Simulator, so if you like that first one, you probably will like this one. It's been pretty good so far. I've only done
People seem pretty
3
excited.
things.
I have some friends who are really into the first one, so they're pretty excited to just zone out and clean some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy. I spent hundreds
Sounds like
of
it.
hours in that stupid thing. Every time a
Okay.
DLC came out, I was looking forward to it by day one. So I'm excited for this. It's good
There you
so
go.
far.
I'm excited for you.
Good. I'm glad. We should talk about Keeper though, because
Would
that
love to.
game is not getting nearly enough talk for how cool it is.
Yeah, so I played this like last week, but the review embargo launch came up this week,
Mhm.
so I couldn't talk about it yet. This I pretty much played almost this entire thing on my Ally. This was a great
Okay.
game to have just like handheld,
Sure.
chilling in bed or something, or even out on like when I was in Vegas at our Airbnb, we had like an outdoor patio. I kept waking up before everyone else because I'm the only morning person, so I would just chill out on the patio playing some Keeper on the Ally, and that was pretty
Mhm.
great.
Nice.
Yeah, I did see kind of the headlines you were talking about. Like obviously we can't see the Game Pass numbers. There's nothing that really tracks that publicly.
Yeah.
But the Steam numbers are out there, and they're like really low, which has
Yeah.
led to a number of other headlines and articles I've been reading where it's like it didn't seem like Microsoft advertised about this game whatsoever. And then just I'm seeing a
Mm.
lot of anecdotal comments of people saying like, "Yeah, I didn't even know Double Fine had a new game."
Yeah, because I had seen people talk about the lack of like them pushing it at all, and I guess I agree. The only reason I knew about it is because we saw it like a Jeff Keighley thing. I'm pretty sure, and it just stuck in my mind because I like Double Fine enough that like it's like okay, new
I
Double
think it
Fine
might have
thing.
been the Xbox showcase this year.
Probably,
Yeah.
but like yeah, they didn't follow up on like consistently getting the word out there, and that's kind of too bad because I don't think so. This thing is $40 Canadian. What is that? 30 US?
It's 30.
30 US, yeah. And I mean, I think it's
Did you finish
worth
it by the way?
Yeah. I did it in one
Okay.
sitting.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted. Did you say you do or do not think it's worth it?
I think it is worth it, but I think it's
Okay.
a hard sell to people because it wasn't pushed very much and it's pretty short for that price. So I think it's going to be one of those Double Fine games that in about 5 years from now, people are like, why didn't people talk about this more? This is great. Like when they discover it in a sale or something.
Sure.
But
I mean,
and
at this point, it's like get a month of Game Pass.
It's a perfect
they
Game
haven't
Pass
done
game.
yeah, absolutely. And they haven't done the switch over for the higher price. I think that happens in November. But even so, it'd be cheaper to do a month and then just play through this game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get a month at the new price, and it's the same thing as buying it, and you can play some other stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, it took me about 5 hours. Everyone else I've been hearing has said about 5 hours as well.
Yep. 5 for me. Yep. That tracks.
But I like it. I think it's really cool. I don't want to spoil kind of what happens, but if people don't remember, it's the game where you play a lighthouse that can walk around. Um, I kind of likened it to when I was playing. I was getting a lot of Amanita Design games,
Yeah.
like the Samross series. Not so much like you're not like point and click adventuring. Like this puzzle, this gear has to go here so that you can do this pulley. Like it's not a point and click adventure game. The puzzle, it's very light on the puzzles, but just in terms of like the vibes in the environment, you're just kind of existing in this like kind of weird dreamlike world as like a weird dude surrounded by other little weird guys. So I could definitely see this coming out of Amanita Design.
Sure.
I don't even think what was the last game they came out with. They had that was it Pilgrims, I think, that came out around the time of Apple Arcade. I don't know what they've done since. Chuchel, when was that? What has Amanita Design been up to? Pilgrims, I think, is their most recent thing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, well, I was thinking of Creeks. I actually don't even.
Digital came out in 2018. That's the first thing that popped up. Let me just see. And their site doesn't have them in order, does it? Oh, maybe it does.
Yeah, the most recent one is at the top. If you click the games, it goes from most recent to the least recent. So they did a card game for Pilgrims. Oh, I remember Phenopolis. I don't think I actually played it, but I remember seeing that trailer. Anyway, Keeper though, yeah, Keeper's cool, and like I said, the art's really great in it, and they do some real cool stuff with the like environments shifting into other environments and things like transforming kind of on the go, and that's when the Allies frame rate would like kind of start to drop a bit. And then I had to like turn it off of ultra settings and put it down just like high so that I could have something over 30 frames a second. Typically it was running at around like 40 for reference sake, but you're saying you did like it?
I did like it, yeah. I think the thing I like about it is that they keep introducing some new fun little mechanic, and then they don't force you to do it for like hours upon hours. They just kind of get you through an area, then you go to the next one, and it does another cool little thing, and it just keeps building and building, and then by the end it does some weird stuff that is one of those things that I think people should experience for themselves, for sure.
No, I agree, because none of the trailers mention anything that kind of happens. All I'll say is like it's not just you're walking around as a lighthouse. The game does change in some pretty cool ways, and again, it's 5 hours. I really recommend checking it out. I think it's a cool game. It's completely like silent. There's no like dialogue or anything like that. But you're a lighthouse with a bird friend, and you're in a world like I don't know where like the darkness is taking over or something.
It's hard to tell what's going on with that story. But yes, that's right.
But it's just really nice, and it just looks really good, and it's a cool game. And I just much like when what was that other game from earlier this year? It was another Game Pass like Xbox first party studio title. Not Song of the South. What was the
Song of Midnight or something? Midnight something.
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Yep, South of Midnight.
And I'm going to say the same thing I said about that game is like, I hope this isn't the last thing that studio makes, because Microsoft is going to shutter them after this. Because I cannot see this like blowing up. It's getting great reviews, but not a ton of people are playing it. Not a ton of people know about it. So I can't imagine there's going to be a huge return on investment. Double Fine is a small company. I don't know. I'm a little worried. So
yeah,
people should play that game
for sure. It's cool. It's worth the time. That's kind of been it for me.
Cool. I've been playing The Outer Worlds 2 a bit.
Okay.
I'm not super far into it yet. I'm a few hours into kind of the first world. Uh, it's a real good looking game. I'm enjoying the writing quite a bit as well. I haven't like got any more companions yet. I just have the 2 starting ones, so nothing's really exciting me in terms of the companion writing yet. The first 2 seem kind of boring.
Okay.
But the quest writing is pretty funny. You get a double jump pretty early on from one of the side quests.
Okay.
Because there's this one guy who's like trying like jet boots. Like you just like walk into this kind of like facility, and just out of nowhere, dude just comes flying from above and just dies because his jet boots weren't working. And then
Great.
the other person's like, "Hey, can you put them on and try it out?" And you're like, "I just watched them kill someone. You want me to do it?" And like, so there's some good back and forth.
Yeah.
I also, it's an RPG, so you get to kind of spec out your character, and I'm kind of putting a lot into speech because that's always like really fun with Obsidian games, being able to say kind of whatever you want. And
Agreed.
my backstory is that like I'm an idiot, so you can just say nonsense every now and then, and they'll just kind of
Yeah.
like react to that, which is pretty great. Um,
That's
but
great.
yeah, I think I said this around the time like Avowed came out. Is like Obsidian is doing so many games because they had Grounded 2 this year as well. That's 3 major titles in 1 year, in less than a year.
Yep. It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. It's like Xbox's golden goose, basically. I don't know how they're doing it. But I'm looking forward to playing a lot more of that. Outer Worlds 2. I loved that first game, and obviously it's on Game Pass. That's out right now if you buy the like early access thing. I think that was today. And then it goes up for everybody on Wednesday. You got your eye on this at all? I can't remember if you were an Outer Worlds fan.
Yeah, I really like the Outer Worlds 1, so I didn't need to see any more. It's like Outer Worlds 2, yeah, I'll play that for sure. I'm in.
Yep. Cool. And another game that I've only put a couple hours in because there's a million games right out is Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yep.
Again, I'm just like 2-3 hours into this one, and I want to say I mentioned something like this the last Pokemon game, which was Sword and Shield. Was that the most recent one, or was it Ruby? No, Scarlet and Violet.
We're not talking about the Legends games then? Like
No, we are, but what was the last Pokemon game? I think it was Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet,
okay.
Yeah.
And obviously that was like super buggy and whatnot. And I was like, hey, Legends Arceus is like the best, because they came out with 2 Pokemon games that year, and Legends Arceus was the better one. And this is basically a sequel to that. They're not like connected in any way because it's like completely different time periods, but in terms of like kind of mechanics, this is they changed the battle system and stuff. I truly do think the Legends offshoot is like the better Pokemon games these days, because the main series is just like the same thing. I know the last couple they've been mixing up because they're making them somewhat open world and stuff, and that's great to see that there is a change. But Legends is just like so much different. It's just refreshing to see. But anyways, my original point, I think I said this back at the last one. It is weird in the modern age that they don't have voice acting. At the very least, they could at least have the thing that some RPGs do. Like Metaphor had this, where each line of dialogue, the character would say like an emotion. They would kind of make like a grunt or like a what, and then you would read like a longer thing. But it kind of summed up a bit of that sentence with like one syllable.
Yeah.
And what makes it even weirder, apart from Pokemon is the most profitable franchise of all time, is that they have sound effects for everything else. So you're seeing this character totally emoting. There's sounds all around them. The creatures are making sound. There's wind. There's footsteps, and nothing is coming out of their mouth, which they've modeled the mouths moving. It just looks like they just turned one of the audio tracks off.
That's so weird.
So it just comes like you're just looking at this and you're just like, this just looks and feels awkward. Like, what?
Yeah. They don't do the like, wah, or anything. Like, they don't
No,
make
and
any
that
sounds at
like
all.
at least I think at least do that one
Yeah.
because you know you don't have to record a whole bunch of different like localization lines and whatnot, and it kind of puts a bit more there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would argue at this point you should be doing full voice lines. Your Pokemon, you don't really have an excuse. It's not like you're running low on cash.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
Yeah.
but even if you for some reason didn't were against voice lines, I don't know. Like at least do that because right now it's just weird. Like it just looks weird.
Mm. Yeah.
So
That is weird.
I'm seeing in the chat. I think localization plays a big role. I would argue your Pokemon. A bunch of other games figured it out. They managed to pay a few people that could speak different languages and do it. Like, and Pokemon has X number the amount of money. So I don't really think there's much of an excuse.
Yeah.
Anyways, apart from that, let's talk more about like the gameplay and stuff. I'm liking it. I keep hearing again. I'm only a couple hours in, so I can't. I'll definitely talk more about it over the next coming weeks. But I keep hearing this is like a much smaller game. It's much shorter. I think there's less than 300 Pokemon in this to like catch. So if you're trying to collect everything, it's really fast. This one is all based in like a city, so the lore's really weird. They've like set up this mega city where like and we have zones in the city where there's just wild Pokemon.
Okay, they've
I
taken
kind of
over.
wish they went. It hasn't taken over. They're just like we just want wild Pokemon in some sections of the city, and I kind of wish they would do more with the lore of like, okay, so how does that exactly work? Do you guys like go out and collect Pokemon and then just like dump them into this like empty parking lot, or like obviously they don't go that deep into it because of course they're not going to do that, but it's definitely an odd situation. The trainers can fight each other only at night.
Yep,
okay,
makes sense.
like
That's when the
bunch
cops
of weird
aren't
rules for living with the city. I came across this one NPC that was like, I actually don't really like Pokemon. Like her point was, it's some of us are actually not really, we don't really like Pokemon. Like we don't really want to hang out with them. And all I'm thinking
Yeah.
is like, you chose to live in a city where they allow wild Pokemon on the streets. What are you doing? I've played all your games. There's other cities out there. There's a lot of them. Like they come up with
Yeah.
a new dozen cities every 2 years, basically, or whatever. But yeah, no, it is cool. But like I wish they were like more modern. These games, there's like no excuse. I feel like I'm kind of playing like this like I think I had the same issues as last time. Like like hurry up. But again,
Yeah.
I'm a couple hours in, and it's a chill time.
Yeah.
Just catching some Pokemon. You can like climb up the buildings and stuff. If there's a ladder, you can't just like. It's not like Assassin's Creed where you can just kind of climb anywhere. That'd be cool. Of course not. That's not gonna happen. But
So-
yeah, I'll talk more about Pokemon Legends as we go. Do you have any questions about that?
Yeah, I actually know nothing about this except for like the little bit I saw at like a showcase or something. Is this new Pokemon at all or old Pokemon that we've seen before?
It's like a whole mix of them. It's a
mix,
I think
okay.
it seems like they just kind of picked and chose. I'm just gonna pull a number out of my ass. 270 of them from the like existing 1100 or whatever. It seems like.
Okay, so it isn't like a whole new like 300 or something, nothing like that.
No, because this isn't like a main line one.
Yeah.
This is like a spin-off side thing. And like the starters, I think the starters are all from Gen 2. Like it's just Gen 2 starters, even though the city has been in one of the other games. I think it was Black and White. They had this big city. They've made it much bigger, obviously, in this one. But so this is not like a new region or whatever.
Okay.
Or even like a new time period because Pokemon Legends Arceus was, I think it was Gen 3's region, but set in like historic era and stuff. So there was like villages and kind of like a ninja aesthetic to a lot of things. This is just like modern day stuff. But for whatever reason, I think all the starters are from Gen 2. They're saying 2 are from Gen 2 and 1's from Gen 5. Yeah, okay. I knew 2 of them definitely were, and I couldn't remember about the third one. So it's just kind of like an odd mix.
Is it like a greatest hits type thing of like these are the coolest Pokemon, or is it just like no, we thought these would mesh cool in a weird way or something?
I couldn't tell you how they
Okay.
picked. I don't know if there's an actual reason why they picked ones that they didn't. They were probably just like Pokemon game, so we need X number of tiny birds that you're going to find at the
Okay.
beginning. We need
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sprinkling of bug ones. We need a few fire ones. I don't think I've found a fire one, but I bet there's some kind of like furnace area of the city that's going to be like this is where the fire ones hang out. That's my guess. And there's
Makes sense.
we keep this corner of this circular city frigid so that there's some snow. I don't know, because last time that you were going up like mountains and stuff, and I think
Okay.
there was even like
Yep.
volcanoes or whatever.
Yeah. Like natural reasons why these Pokemon would live in this area, and now they just have to make up some like weird like this
Yeah,
is the
and I
cooler
don't know that for
district.
sure. I'm only a few hours in, so I'm just catching like bugs and birds right now. Um, the big thing that they have changed though, and what's unique to this one, even different than Arceus, is the combat system.
Okay.
It's basically kind of like Diablo at this point, where you have your 4 attacks, you hit the button to do an attack, and then it's just on a cooldown until it's ready to go again.
So you are directly controlling the Pokemon, not the trainer?
Except you're not directly controlling the Pokemon. And that was similar in like
Okay.
Legends as well.
Yeah, okay.
For whatever reason, you also have health, your character, and you're controlling your character. And if you're just in the way of an attack, you'll get hit and you can just like black out.
Interesting.
Like not only
Okay.
will you like lose if all your Pokemon black out, but if you take too much damage, you'll black out. Which is also kind of an interesting thing because it implies you can withstand like fire blasts, but not like
Sure.
5 fire blasts, right? Like,
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
um, yeah, it is kind of a weird like we've set up all these mechanics, and if you think about them too long, no, this would not make any sense. Um, but they want it to be like they want you to be able to like sneak up and catch a Pokemon, but also they want you to be able to like call out attacks and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I've seen the combat seems to be a little like polarizing. Some people are into it, some people are not. I find it just kind of means like I'm just mashing the button, or I'm just like looking at the cooldowns
Yeah.
and nothing else. Like I'm not paying attention to anything besides which attack is ready to go because I'm going to hit that one, and then I'm going to hit this one, and I'm barely looking at the health. And as opposed to before, it's like, selecting your moves, thinking like, okay, I should do this one, then I'll do this. No, it's just like which one's available, go. Just go. I don't even care. And unlike Diablo, you're not even like trying to dodge things in this case because you don't directly control the Pokemon. So it's kind of a weird battle system, but
Interesting. Does it give you like a little ding or flash or something when a move or ability is back off cooldown, or do you have to kind of consistently
it'll
look
just
at
it'll
your
just
bar?
relight up like it's because it'll be like
Okay.
grayed out, and you'll see it like filling up,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
it'll highlight again. Oh, you can hit this one, and
Gotcha.
then but unfortunately you're seeing that it's like, oh, they're about to do an attack, and there's just nothing you can do about it. You're just okay. I'm gonna get hit
Okay.
because
Is
again, you don't control the Pokemon, and you can't tell the Pokemon to dodge or anything. You can just tell them do one of 4 attacks right now.
it's still a standard like 1v1 Pokemon sort of thing? Like you
Yeah,
have
I
one
mean,
Pokemon out of
Pokemon does
Gunflame.
have double battles. I don't know if those are in this one.
Okay.
That would be
Maybe
that.
end game.
That I doubt it because I don't even know how the combat would work. You'd have to like somehow swap which one you're like kind of controlling. I doubt double battles are in this thing.
Yeah, because that was
Um,
going to be my like question of if there's more than one Pokemon, can you do like synergistic attacks or something? Because that would be kind of sick, like a cool
I
evolution
think
of
that's a
this.
level of depth that this combat does not have. Honestly, I think we're all just slowly, very slowly, like as slow as possible,
Yeah.
getting towards. Eventually, Pokemon battles will just be Pokken tournament, where you are just like fighting
Yeah.
game. Let's go, because that's what it should be, right? Like you get into a battle,
Basically.
you now control that Pokemon, and you're gonna like and you're just gonna like throw hands for the next 30 seconds.
Basically.
That's literally what it should be. But
Yeah.
it's Game Freak and Nintendo are going to like they're going to do 2 steps forward, 1.9 steps back in every capacity that they could possibly imagine.
Yeah. Yep. Sure. That'd be cool. To be honest with you, that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, it would be cool. I mean, I feel like every time a new Pokemon game comes out, I'm like, here's a list of things that would be cool that like someone else has probably already done, like an indie game probably did.
Yeah. I guess final question is, what was your starter?
Okay. I picked Totodile.
Okay.
Your
Cool.
options, your three starter options was Totodile, which is Gen 2, Chikorito, Gen 2, and then it was Tepig, which I guess that I couldn't remember which one that was from that, but that seems like Gen 5. And now that they've
Mm.
told me that it's Cyndaquil, which is the Gen 2 starter for fire.
Mm.
But I did Totodile.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, last bit. I just wanted to update on Yotai, and I
Yeah.
guess I'll just start off. Are you still playing Yotai?
Not at all. Nope. Too much other stuff.
No. You're gonna go back to it, or you've moved on? You're done.
Uh, I will go back to it eventually, but maybe not this year. At this rate, who knows?
Wow.
Stuff doesn't
Okay.
stop.
Okay. I I got through a side quest that ends with a boss fight that I had to walk away from twice because that boss fight is just brutal. It is
Hmm.
insane to the point where it's just like I'm gonna come back when I have maximum health, like
Yeah. Okay.
all my weapons, like that. That was ridiculous. Um, but it's so cool because you fight this dude. First off, okay, so there's this one guy. He's called like Taketsu the Unrivaled,
Okay.
and he's so famous. He has all of these followers who are they're just like fanboys of his, right? He doesn't like they're not his apprentices. They just want to learn from him. And
Sure.
you have to track down all of his followers, and there's 5 of them.
Okay.
And they're all just waiting for you underneath dueling trees. There's these 5 trees that are like they're like different colored leaves. Like you'll be like running through a forest, and then off in the distance, there's this tree that's just completely red. And there's a dude just waiting for you there, and you have to fight 5 of these guys at different trees
Okay.
before the main guy shows up. And then he's like, "All right, come meet me on what does he say? He's like at the top of the world, and we'll battle." And that's Mount Yote. So you go up to
Okay.
the top of this huge snowy mountain. It takes probably like 15 minutes of climbing to get up there,
Hmm.
and then you just have to battle him in the snow. Oh, and he destroys you like one combo and you're basically dead. Like you need to be like knowing exactly like when to dodge, like because he'll do a combo of like this is unblockable, this one needs to be parried, this one you can just block, and you need to be hitting these or he'll do way too much damage. And I've lost like twice now, even after like okay, I'm gonna go get some like badass armor because I was looking up like what am I doing wrong? What do I need? So hard. So I'm saving that for later at this point. But what I
Yeah.
wanted to bring up was that I finally today got to chapter 2 after 29 hours of playing the game.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So a whole new region has opened up. I still have stuff to do in the first region.
Oh, I'm
Plenty
sure.
of stuff to do in the first region.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, that boss fight was humbling because I'm a killing machine. Like
Hmm.
it's gotten to the point where like if I'm coming across like an enemy fortress, instead of like sneaking my way around and like offing people one at a time, which I love doing, because I even upgraded. I have this one charm for my bow where if there are 3 people within range, I can shoot all 3 of them with ease and kill them. I can take out 3 people at once. Like
Jesus Christ.
I'm a literal nightmare. I can I can assassinate people who are not even close to me because I have like the chain knife thing.
Hmm.
Like whatever the thing was, I forget what it's called, but it's in Assassin's Creed Shadows as well, with like the ball on the end and the knife on one end of the chain.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
um Kusaragi, something like that. I have that thing as well, so I can like yank people into the grass and assassinate them, and without raising alerts or whatever. I can chain 3 assassinations if people are close together. But even that, too slow. So I just do standoffs every time
Yeah.
because I can summon the wolf now. So the
Oh,
wolf,
nice.
every time I'm
Okay.
fighting, will fight someone. So basically, if I do a standoff with this, I'm sure that at the end of Tsushima, I could kill like 6 people in a standoff if
Sure.
if I had the right
One
things
after
equipped. I'm
another.
definitely
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm definitely not there yet. I'm up to 3, but if I summon the wolf, that's like an additional one.
Hmm.
And then at that point, I probably have Onryo's Howl already
Yeah.
unlocked because I have like the charm where it's like 1 less, and I only need to kill like 4 people in order to unlock that. So that's a guaranteed free kill yet again. And one of those 5 people who just died probably dropped a weapon. That's a free
Yep.
kill.
Yep.
So like, yeah, I'm an absolute nightmare. And yeah, And then I fight this dude on the top of the mountain, and he's like, hold my beer. And
Yeah.
then just like destroys me.
You.
Yeah. Like I can't even touch this guy.
That's great.
Yeah. It's so cool. Holy smokes, it's so cool. I just unlocked getting a gun, which I
Okay.
don't know why I would want to use it, because with my bow and arrow, I can take out 3 people at once and I don't even have to aim at them. But we'll see. Maybe the gun can be upgraded really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe there's like some stuff in that tree that get kind of nutty at some point down in it.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I just got the gun, so. All right, let's do some news.
Yeah.
Let's start. Here's the big news story. This broke this morning. It's a scoop from the classic, the man himself, Jason Schreier, over at Bloomberg. So you know it's going to be worth reading.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just read the post here. Scoop: for the last 2 years, Microsoft has pushed Xbox, excuse me, hit profit margins of 30%, an ambitious target that's far higher than the industry average. This chase for profits has led to Xbox to raise prices, cut thousands of jobs, and rethink everything. Did you see this story? Did you look into it at all?
Not at all. No, this is the first I'm hearing of it at all.
Okay, well, we're gonna get your reactions right here. So I'll just read some kind of highlights. The average profit margin in the video game industry in recent years has ranged from 17 to 22. These come from estimates from S&P Global Market Intelligence, which for Xbox, it was coming in at about 10 to 20%. And then as of last year, they raised it to now having to hit 30. Quote here, a 30% or better margin is usually reserved for a publisher that is really nailing it.
Right. Okay.
So, I want to get some initial thoughts from you. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking this number was raised because a bunch of bean counters that don't know how things work other than numbers saw how much they spent in that Activision acquisition and a bunch of other things, and they said to make this worthwhile, this 17 needs to become at least a 30, and it just went down from there. That's my initial thought.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we don't have the exact reasons why, but it is clearly they're needing to make more money off of this from the acquisition.
Yeah.
And this kind of brings to light, like, I feel like over the last 3 months or so, we've been saying almost on a weekly basis, why would Xbox do this? This seems like a bad idea. What do they do? What?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they needed to get 30% profitability, which a great way to raise profitability is stop paying people salaries. It's a very fast way to keep money within the company.
Yeah.
And they keep laying off thousands of people every quarter, it almost seems like. This new target was implemented in fall 2023 by Microsoft Chief Financial Officer Amy Hood, whose team has taken a larger role in the gaming business in recent years.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
In 2024, Xbox announced that it would begin releasing the majority of its games on consoles from rivals Nintendo and Sony. That, if you remember, they also canceled some costly, long in development projects, including Everwild, Perfect Dark, and Project Blackbird, which was that MMO follow-up to Elder Scrolls Online.
Yep.
So kind of makes a lot of sense why they were doing so many drastic measures to capture a goal that everyone kind of agrees is unobtainable unless you are knocking it out of the park, something that I don't think anyone would have assumed Xbox was currently in a state to be defined as.
Yeah. This is crazy. Even if they were actually killing it for years and years, it would be ambitious. Jesus.
Exactly, right? Again, 22% was the usual high-end range.
Yeah.
Which Xbox wasn't even hitting. They were at 10 to 20. So they were kind of in the average range of 17 to 22.
Yeah.
They were probably in there for the most part. Here's another call out. Court documents from 2023 revealed that Microsoft's gaming business had a 12% profit margin for the first 9 months of the company's 2022 fiscal year. So they were just under, I guess, the average. And then they were asked to more than double that, 2-3 years later.
Yeah. I'm guessing some of this also is somebody there, if not a whole group of people, being like, we could probably push it 10% because AI can do a lot of the work for us now. So that's probably an easy 10%. So why don't we shoot for 30?
Well, I mean, again, you're looking at a parent company, Microsoft, who has put billions upon billions of dollars into
Into
AI.
AI. Yeah, exactly.
Like just as like a more recent personal anecdote, I'm using my Xbox Ally X. Every now and then, Microsoft Copilot just pops up out of nowhere. I have not hit any command to ask for it, and it's just there, kicking me out of my game.
Weird. Okay.
Yep. So there's just a
Uh,
personal anecdote. Today,
well,
I had to uninstall Microsoft Office from my gaming handheld because I was like, you know what? I
okay.
don't need this
Yeah.
or OneDrive on my Ally.
Yeah. So I guess I was going to ask, well, the last two here just don't make sense to me at all why that would be on there, except for that they're just built into the OS, obviously. What does Copilot like, what is it doing on your console that, like, if you wanted to use it, like, what could it give you?
Well, so I haven't used it, but from what I was reading, because I remember them announcing this and rolling it out, and you can see it anytime you're using the Xbox PC app,
Mm-hmm.
or and you hit the Windows G to bring up the game bar. Copilot is one of those widgets now.
Oh,
So
okay.
from what I understand, it can, and they put out videos of this, like it'll like help you in Minecraft. We talked about this
Interesting.
a couple months ago where they put out some videos where the person's like, "Hey, how do I make a fire?" And they're like, "Oh, well, you need to like hit this tree a few times and blah blah blah." So right now it's in beta, so I haven't seen like widespread adoption of all the features, but I remember that Minecraft one was pretty detailed in that like Xbox Wire report.
So it's kind of a glorified search engine that you could do on the spot. Like, theoretically, I could just be like, what is, I'm trying to think of a game I even am playing or whatever. If I wanted to like know the recipe for anything in a game, I could just ask Copilot and it'll tell me like, mix this and this or whatever. You can find
I
this
guess that's
here.
theoretic. Yeah, if you need like help, I guess naturalistically you would be able to kind of ask it for like assistance. Like, hey, I'm stuck. What was I supposed to do here? Or can you remind me how I make a
Interesting.
workbench or something? Something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Um. So anyway, back to that original point. Yes, I'm sure they are like pushing AI to replace a
Jobs.
lot of the team members, and we've
Yep.
basically seen that they maybe they're probably not making the argument, oh, A is leading to B, but we are seeing A, them pushing AI, and we are seeing B, them laying off people thousands at a time.
Yeah. I mean,
Those can't be completely unrelated.
for sure, they might not be directly related in all cases, but there is definitely a correlation. 100%.
Yeah. Um, So yeah, pretty staggering to see this. If you guys want to read the whole details again, that's over on Bloomberg from Jason Schreier. I have another post here. This actually broke earlier in the week, but was pretty interesting. Another Xbox thing. This is a report over from The Verge. Even Xbox developer kits are getting a big price hike.
Great. That's ridiculous.
So the current Xbox dev kit is $1,500 if you want a kit to develop an Xbox game like directly on. They are going up to $2,000, an increase of 33%,
Fuck.
which can't help but laugh because I feel like over the last 2 to 3 years, I've seen more and more games skip having an Xbox version
Yeah.
simply because the developers are saying the cost of making that port we will not get back because we will not sell enough units.
Right. Yeah, like for an indie or like double A, like that sucks. For just
And
putting it
so
on your thing, I have to pay you more.
I
Fuck
cannot
off.
believe that Xbox looks at this trend of developers are deciding not to make games for us because they're not selling enough. So we will just make it harder for the developers to
Yeah.
develop for us.
It's stupid.
What? But
Yeah.
hey, remember, they need a 30% profitability margin.
A lot of dumb decisions start to make sense knowing that first piece of information
With that
for
report,
sure.
yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. I guess the one kind of thing to keep in mind when you look at this developer kit price hike is it's 2025. These consoles came out in 2020. How many developers don't have a dev kit at this point? Like who's
Yeah.
getting into it like kind of right now? Like there's 2 years left of this console generation, right? Like can't imagine that many people are like, let's get one, let's go. Time to do it. Like it just seems like an odd time.
Yeah. And I mean, like anything else, like make no mistake that if the Silk Song dudes, Team Cherry, wanted one of these, Microsoft would have just given it for free. If your game is big enough or like whatever, and there's clamoring for that on their thing, they'll probably hook you up. So this just hurts people that are trying to get on there.
Like smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird decision.
Yep.
Really weird decision.
Yep.
Okay, this is a short story on Ghost of Yotai specifically. These are a series of tweets from Matt Piscatella, who works at Circana, which, if you don't know, is basically kind of what NPD turned into. So he has a lot of really good reporting around sales figures, and I just thought this was interesting this week. Yotei's been, he says, this was out earlier this week. With 1 week in the market, the U.S. sales performance of Ghost of Yotei was basically flat to that of Ghost of Tsushima. So he's saying it's basically the same. So he's saying that's great, and he kind of puts why. Ghost of Tsushima launched in July 2020, which was the middle of a pandemic where gaming was huge. It launched on the PS4, which had an crazy high install base, whereas Yotei is only launching on the PS5. So the fact that it is matching that against all odds, Ghost of Yotei is going to sell a shitload.
Yeah, rightfully so too. People should
good
buy
for
that.
them. And another one that Jason Schreier I saw responded. Tsushima was $60. Yotei was $70, and it's still just matching sales numbers.
Yeah, that's really good.
So good for them. Yep. And like I said, they should. They're both great games. Yotei's a great follow-up for sure.
Yep.
All right, Krafton, who, as you know, owns PUBG, Subnautica. They recently kind of resurrected Tango Gameworks and kind of rebuilt it a bit. Has put out a press release today stating that it is now an AI-first company with automated work, AI-centric HR management systems and workflows, in-game AI, and a full company-wide AI infrastructure.
Krafton has been making bad decisions for years now, and this is not surprising, unfortunately. It sucks that they have so many things I care about under their umbrella, like Subnautica. That whole thing, I don't know all the specifics, so I can't talk at length of it, but what's going on with the Subnautica guys and Krafton and like agreements being broken and stuff is fucking crazy. Like, Krafton sucks.
Yeah, that was like a whole other thing.
Yeah,
and
they suck. They're awful.
Confusing. Read some highlights from this report that VGC Chronicle kind of went through the whole press release and pulled out some interesting stuff. So to make this happen, Krafton will invest approximately 100 billion KRW, whatever that currency is, which converts to around 65 million US dollars, to build a GPU cluster to, quote, support multi-stage tasks requiring sophisticated reasoning and iterative planning, and serve as the foundation for accelerating the implementation of agentic AI. So I guess they got some thrown around money to get the AI off the ground. I think this is another great example of we need to invest in AI as opposed to the humans that work for us, as we were just kind of talking about Microsoft.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see how those games shape up, and I would not be surprised if we hear about layoffs.
Yep. Pretty much. Lame.
All right, moving on to a weird story. Do you remember Luna, Amazon's game streaming platform?
I do. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna read this headline. Amazon's redesigned Luna launches with Game Night,
Yeah.
its party library with an AI Snoop Dogg courtroom game. Oh, I would love your thoughts.
I mean, I started laughing the minute I saw the picture. So it just oh boy. You know, I use a Fire Stick for a lot of my watching stuff, like streaming stuff to my TV. And
Sure.
they push Luna pretty hard on that because they want you to just plug in or like start up a controller, connect it, and play on that, which I don't think I'll ever do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all this Luna shit or whatever. So they're just going into like complete garbage mode now. Just mobile first type games on their thing or whatever. Because this looks awful.
Let me read you this. So first off, at launch they're going to have 29 games available on Game Night.
Okay.
They're all pretty much like you'd expect mobile games. They do have Jackbox Party Pack 9, which I think Jackbox games on streaming makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
There are some worthwhile games on here. Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time is a cool game. Tetris Effect Connected Party Edition. I don't know what Party Edition implies, but I do like Tetris Effect.
Ultimate Chicken Horse is fun. That's a good game.
Ultimate Chicken Horse is good. More importantly, though, let me read you this little graph. Game Night will also feature exclusive titles developed by Amazon Game Studios, the first of which is launch title Courtroom Chaos starring Snoop Dogg. The game is described as a, quote, a human-built, AI-powered improv courtroom game where players invent outrageous characters, spin wild stories, and do whatever it takes to defend their testimonies before Judge Snoop Dogg. Any thoughts on the Snoop Dogg Amazon game?
How much does it cost to license Snoop Dogg's likeness for your thing? Because
I bet it's cheaper than you'd expect.
Yeah, probably. It probably is. So what would a Snoop Dogg judgment look like on something? Say let's come up with a scenario right now. I stole your pie or whatever. So you're suing me for damages or whatever. What does Snoop Dogg say about our case?
I don't know. I bet he's dropping like player in there a bunch. Like he's just saying player.
Chisel.
Yeah.
Like what?
That ain't right, player. I'm trying to watch this trailer to see if there's any like.
Why does it have to be Snoop Dogg? It's kind of my thing.
I think it's just Snoop Dogg is a name.
Yeah.
And again, it's probably like, there's probably a whiteboard over there on Amazon, on whatever the developer is within Amazon Game Studios, where it's like celebrity status versus price.
Yeah.
And when it crosses, they're like, this is the one we can do. And I bet he was happy enough to like put in like no work and just sign over his voice print or whatever. I don't know exactly what it would be.
They probably paid him in weed, to be fair.
Again, I have nothing against Luna specifically. Like I think game streaming is a totally viable way to play games, and there's another list here that has totally serviceable, like Borderlands 3 is on there, Day of the Diver's on there, Dead Island 2. Like there's definitely games on there for sure. Indiana Jones is on there. Love that game. The silly thing is just this AI Snoop Dogg nonsense.
Yeah. Weird.
All right, last story. This one is weird.
Yeah.
Headline: This is suspect. Scarface game modder claims surprise PC remaster was listed without the film IP owner's knowledge. Did you follow this at all this week?
This one, yes, I did, because a friend of mine talked about this game a bunch. Like, I don't care about this game at all. So when I saw, I think Wario post it on Twitter or something, I was like, oh, sick. Sure. And I gave him the link to it. It's like, hey, you might be interested in this. And then he did more digging and was like, oh, this might actually be bullshit. So it opened up this weird web that is like, what the fuck is going on with this thing?
Yeah, so yeah, I'll kind of paraphrase the story here, but I guess so the game popped up on Epic Game Store. It was $30. And then all of a sudden, a Steam page popped up for it with a statement saying it had unintentionally pushed live on a different platform earlier than planned. So now it was accelerating our efforts to finalize a Steam version 2. It seems like the game is the same as the original 2006 game, except now with, quote, optional HD graphic upgrades, which use AI assisted techniques to improve certain visual elements.
Right.
When this was brought up, it also seems like the version of this game came with two like fan mods pre-installed. The two being Silent Patch and Fusion Fix. This then led to a statement by Silent, who makes the Silent Patch mod, saying that they were never contacted about this. And a quote from them that they posted on X was, "I know that the holder of the Scarface license wasn't willing to re-release the game, so this is suspect."
Makes sense, because as a modder, that question probably came up of like, hey, can I do this? Do you ever plan to do this? And they were probably like, nah, go ahead.
They continued claiming that the, quote, movie IP rights holder appears to be unaware of this and that the store listing were put up in error. There has since been an update to that, and the store page has gone down. The game's publisher posted saying it has entered urgent discussions with multiple parties concerning the project's status. After careful consideration, we believe that temporarily hiding the store page is the most appropriate step forward, and we've already begun coordinating with Valve to make that happen shortly. The current page was initially intended as a placeholder while we worked through the ongoing licensing and technical matters. Unfortunately, the unintended release of certain builds on other platforms caused unexpected complications and concerns. Because of that, we feel it's necessary to pause and reevaluate. So I think what happened is they were like approaching some kind of deal, or they were hopeful to get some kind of deal.
Yeah.
They got some of the back end stuff ready to go so that when the paperwork was signed, they could just hit go.
Yep.
What's confusing, though, is that the IP rights holders apparently don't know about this. So this was just like really wishful thinking from one side. Like they hadn't even approached yet. Someone just had access to this build in some capacity, and they were just like, no, they'll say yes. They'll say yes. And then it sounds like a few people weren't talking to each other. It went up on Epic, and then someone else was like, oh shit, let's put it up on Steam.
Yeah.
Just a weird situation.
This might be the best thing that ever happened to them, because if that went live and the IP holder didn't know about it, there could be actual real consequences to that. This seems like maybe a cease and desist was ordered, if anything.
I guess in a more cynical way to think about this is, do you think they do this on purpose so that people are writing about the game?
So part of me, yes, this actually did come up where it's like, this is a good way to just drum up. So if you're the IP holder, you might not know that people actually give a shit. So when you see that this is happening and maybe people actually started wishlisting it or whatever, it makes maybe a little more of a compelling argument of like, see, I told you there's like 100,000 people instantly that want this thing. Or like, the cynical part of me is like, this might be a stunt.
Or at the very least, you get a few websites writing it up, and the SEO for Scarface is larger than it's been in the last few years.
Yeah. It's strange. It's very strange.
All right, that's it for news. Let's do some questions. Top-down perspective at gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box are great ways to send in questions. And you can sound like Rasterman, who wrote in a quiz, so I'm going to pull that up. And,
oh, shit. Okay.
I don't actually even really understand this quiz, so I'm going to read it, and hopefully you can help me figure out what we're supposed to do, Paul.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
All right, in Steam DB, there's a section dedicated to most played profile features limited games on Steam.
Okay.
No idea what that means. There's a variety of reasons for why a game can have its features profile limited. Number of reviews, revenue, etc. But the exact definition is unclear, and so far, a Valve secret in order to prevent it from being abused. Regardless, our private investigator, Gus Eny, would like to see if you can determine from the next 10 games which ones at the time of writing this, which was October 17th, are in the top 10 all-time peak of concurrent players. In other words, from all of these games hidden from Steam profiles, try to guess which ones are among the top 10 most played, taking into account their maximum number of players at the same time.
They're pornography games, aren't they?
I would say maybe 3 of them are out of the 10.
Okay.
So what are we supposed to guess? Which
the
one?
most
Try
played,
to guess which one.
I guess.
Which ones are among the top 10 most played? So is it just yes or no? Yes, this is a top 10. No, it's not.
I don't see how the quiz. Is there just like a spoiler tag beside the names or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're right on that. So let's just do the first one and see.
We'll see how it goes. Just a quick note, side note that they have put here. All of these are real. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Banana Mana.
Sorry?
That's the first game. Banana Mana.
Excuse me? Did you have a stroke? What?
Yep,
Banana Mana?
That's the game. Banana Mana. Again, so is this yes or no? It's in the top 10. That's what we're figuring out.
Okay, so this isn't a trivia quiz so much as it's can you guess at least over 50% of the time. I'll say yes.
I'm seeing people in the chat say you have to guess which ones are in the top 10 is how I read it. So I think it's yes or no. Is this one in the top 10? Is Banana Mana a top 10 game?
Absolutely it is. Top 5
I'll go with you. Here we go. X, it is 34th.
Okay, great.
So, yeah. Okay, all right. Here's the next one. Here's an easy one. This is just like a getting warmed up one. Here we go. OBS Studio.
Through Steam?
So you can just download OBS through Steam? I didn't know that.
I mean, you can download RetroArch, which is an emulator, so I guess yes, I think
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
OBS? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say no. I don't know. Okay. Yes, it's the 7th.
Okay, sure.
Congrats. Okay. EGG or egg.
Egg?
They're all caps. It's all caps. No, there's no periods. It's just EGG, all caps.
Yes.
Okay, I'll say I don't know what this is. Yes. Yes, it's 5th. This is super popular.
I'm going to quickly look this up. Egg Steam. See if it.
It's hardcore pornography.
It is okay. I got a picture of an egg here, released February 3rd, 2024. About this game, just says egg on it.
Fair enough.
It is free to play, and
I'm sure it is. I'm sure all these are free to play.
It has popular defined tags for the product are hentai, sexual content, psychological horror, and 2D. This doesn't tell me anything, is what I'm getting at. I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Let's game number 4 or software number 4. I don't know. Okay, shrimp.
No, that's like maybe top 50. I don't know what that is.
I mean, shrimp is not in my top 10 foods, so I'm gonna say no.
Top 10? Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, this actually is number 10, so it's up. It's yes.
Wow, what a trick question.
Okay, Portal Reloaded. What is that?
Is this like a fan game? Maybe
like a fan remake of Portal or something? I don't know.
I'll say yeah.
I'll say no.
Okay.
No, this is 58th.
Of course it is.
So least popular game so far. Okay, here we go. Ready for the next one? Now it's like serious business. The next 5. Here we go.
Okay.
Waifu Sitter.
I mean, it's probably in the top 10.
I'm assuming it's also in the top 10. No, it's 77th. It's the low. It's the worst one so far.
Oh man, Portal Reloaded has 10 out of 10 on Steam. 94% like this game from Google users. Apparently, this is something to keep in mind.
Did you look it up? Is it Portal? Like, does it look like Portal?
Portal Reloaded. It's a community mod. It's a mod.
Or Portal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is just waifu.
I'm not getting tricked this time. I'm gonna. So
you're saying no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. That is the 6th most popular one. The second highest we've seen.
Of
It's
course.
right below egg.
Oh man, egg is just slightly better.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 20 small mazes.
That's a great name.
20 small mazes.
That's a
I hope
great
that's
name.
I hope it's like that's literally just what it is. Like I made 20 small mazes for you.
I'll say
I'm
no.
I'm gonna just I hope I'm just hoping it's in the top 10. I want to believe that
Like
there's
number
a
one or
lot of people
something.
out there that is like I needed 20 small mazes. That was like the perfect amount.
Yeah.
No, it's 11th. So it was close. It was
Okay.
close. Got
I,
just beaten out by shrimp.
I just looked it up. I'll check it out later.
No, tell what's 20 small mazes? What's up? What's the deal with 20 small mazes?
Oh, it's literally what it sounds like. This is a puzzle game with 20 small mazes. They're good mazes, though, is the tagline. That's the tagline that he put, whoever made this.
They're good That's perfect. They're good mazes, though.
Also,
I was hoping that.
This dev has also done strange jigsaws. So, not...
Okay,
yeah.
that's not surprising.
Overwhelmingly
two more.
positive. Yeah.
I would hope so, yeah. Well, if you're looking for 20 small mazes, I don't know, like, it seems like it might be a little hard to screw up. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Second and last one. Meh.
Yeah, sure. Probably.
I'm gonna say no. No, it's 48th. Can you look up what meh is?
Yep. Looking it up right now. Meh is a game where you click on a computer to earn random computers from time to time, collect them all. What this says.
It's like an idle game, maybe.
I
All
guess
right,
so. This has
one.
mixed reviews, so yeah, it's not a top 10 at all. Now that
well, kind of like meh. Meh. That's maybe
yeah,
that's a good.
it's
Maybe
meh.
it's accurate. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Here we go. Amarillo's butt slapper.
Yes, that's probably like number one.
Yeah, I'll say yes as well. That is number one. That is the most popular. There you go.
I'm looking it up. I'm guessing.
I'm sure you are.
I'm guessing I know what it is. Oh, it is literally just like a 3D like legs and butt model that you slap and put like
that's what I kind of
have
expected.
like different clothing options. I guess you unlock by doing so. So weird.
Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what I would hope for, I guess.
Yep. Weird. All right, that one was fun. That's a weird one. Suku writes, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more video games, or games, unlimited games, but no more games? Wait.
What?
Let me break this down in a sec, because this doesn't make sense. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more video games or games?
Okay.
Unlimited games but no more games. I'm sorry, Suku. I don't know what. I don't understand what this question says. I mean,
Yeah.
I would rather have games than unlimited bacon because although I like bacon, I have it like once in a while, if that. I could go without it ever again.
Yeah, I don't need to have bacon. In fact, I'm like never really a fan of like just like plain bacon. Like, do you want a side of bacon? Like, no. On a burger, bacon, that's great. Love that.
Sure.
But just like bacon, yeah, I could give up bacon. That's not hard. I don't really understand this question either.
Yeah.
Jack writes, what's a food you can't stomach no matter how much you want to like it? And inversely, what's a food you never thought you'd end up loving as much as you do? For examples to both, broccoli, asparagus, lasagna. Is there people who don't like lasagna?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Can't
Crazy.
stomach no matter how much I want to like it. Okay.
Going off the examples, probably like broccoli. Like, I know it's so healthy and good for you, but I've tried so many different ways of eating broccoli. I do not like it.
You just don't like it? Interesting.
And I'll give another one, which I know some people like are crazy for, and that's Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I like Brussels sprouts enough. I'm trying to think of something I can't stomach. Like, there's foods I definitely don't prefer. but I don't think there's any that like I actively can't stomach that I would want to eat, because obviously like the answer is like feces or something is like, well, I don't want to eat that.
Well, that's
so that
not
doesn't,
that's not food. That's
yeah,
literally not
exactly.
food. But we need Claire here for this one because she's like a super picky eater.
Yeah. So I will go less crazy about like can't stomach, because I can stomach it, but I don't like beans very much. And I wish I did, because it's in that
I don't
shit is
like
in
beans
everything.
on their own. Like if beans is like a side, I'm not interested in that.
I
But
don't
like
love
in
it
a
in
burrito,
things
that's
either.
totally fine. Nah, burrito, hell yeah,
No,
absolutely.
garbage. Same with chili, like chili with beans, like all of that stuff.
That's the
I
thing
wish
is
I liked it.
I can't do chili. I don't even like the smell of chili because it's just beans. I can't do just beans. It has to be like in
Okay.
a burrito, in a salad, kind of. It's got to be kind of mixed in there, and then it's okay.
I think it's the texture
Um,
for me when you bite into it and it has that weird like filmy almost texture. Maybe because they don't really taste.
no, I know what
like
you're
anything.
saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then the follow up one there, a food you never thought you'd end up loving as much as you do.
Oh. Um. Man. Oh, actually, I do have an answer for the first one. Now that I think about it, I can't stand cottage cheese. I think it's absolutely fucking vile and disgusting. I can't stand it.
But you wish you could eat it?
Yeah,
If you
because
want
like
to like it?
it's in
Okay.
a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like a healthier option for like a
Yeah.
breakfast or
Okay.
whatever. Yeah,
Sure.
I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
stand that
Okay.
shit though. The other one, I'm trying to think of something that they didn't put here, because like asparagus was kind of my first thought of like, I never thought as a kid that I would ever like asparagus, but I love it.
I like asparagus. I never really had like an issue with asparagus.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe pineapple,
the
because I didn't
lasagna.
like it as a kid, but I like it now as an adult, like separately. I don't like it on pizza.
Pineapple's
But
one of my favorite fruits. Love pineapple.
it's so
Absolutely.
good. Yeah.
Most I can think of is like I'm not a huge fan of tofu, but I do have this one like seasoned tofu that I get pretty regularly because the like macronutrients in are crazy. Like there's so much protein, so I eat those like pretty regularly.
Mm.
Usually, if I'm ordering something like, or if I get something at a restaurant or like a friend's ordering something and it's just like a tofu dish, I'm usually not really into it because again, I don't really like that texture.
Yeah, me
But
too.
for whatever reason, this one kind of tofu that I get is pretty good. Again, I just want to comment. Not liking lasagna, like that'd be like saying I don't like pasta, which like everyone likes.
Yeah.
Like, lasagna
And
is just pasta.
and the fun thing about
Thick pasta.
lasagna is that if you're actually making it, you can kind of put whatever you actually like in it. Like you can make a vegetable one, chicken, turkey, just normal beef. You can put whatever in it.
Yeah, who doesn't like lasagna? That's crazy.
Yeah. The final questions from Phantom Aegis writes, Ahoy TDP crew. If you were to give a percentage, how much lighthearted moments or scenes should there be in a horror story? I know this is a case-by-case scenario, but if you were to average it all out, what do you think to be the right balance? One last thing I mean by lightheartedness is something to counteract fear, sadness, anxiety, anything that makes effective horror. So like some levity, I guess. How much levity and like lighthearted stuff do you need in a
Yeah,
horror
I think
thing?
this is more of a question for you as someone who lives with the horror at all times. Like I don't really watch horror movies or play scary games.
So for me, I really like a good like horror comedy. I like weird, campy, like trauma stuff that's silly and stupid, but also weird and gross and like fucked up. I'm a big fan of. So for me, like if you did like 40% horror, 60% like comedy, I'm in. If you did 90% horror and 10% comedy, I'm in. So for me personally, I could go either way. I think you probably need at least 20 to 30% like lightheartedness to make the other stuff hit harder, I think.
Okay. Yeah, whereas like I don't like the less horror the better. The only horror I can really watch is like a horror comedy where there's
Sure.
like jokes in there for sure. So yeah, more lighthearted the most. But I just don't think I'm a great litmus test of like how to do effective horror because I don't like horror or being scared. So
Yeah. I mean, there are horror things that are literally just like exhausting, right? Like the whole time is tense, even though there's not like stuff jumping out at you. The whole situation is like awful, and for like 2 hours
Sure.
you're just watching a movie like on your edge. You can do that,
Yeah.
but at some point I think there's diminishing returns where if you know that you should be prepared for something fucked up, you're going to be prepared for something fucked up. And I think there's more effectiveness if there's kind of downtime between those.
Yeah, so the like anxiety like can build and release
Rebuild.
as opposed to just keep staying
Yeah.
constant.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. All right, that's going to do it for questions this week. If you want to send in questions next week, topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box. Paul, what's your game of the week?
I mean, I didn't talk about it, but Ball Pit, because I have nothing new to say about it, but I'm playing it like all the time. So
Ball Pit. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to give it a Keeper.
yeah,
Keeper's great. People should play Keeper.
agreed. It's good.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.